Hello, Aries. What is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start in your etheric energy, ground it onto the physical, some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and then I close it out with spirit guide messages. Now, with that said, I had fun channeling your guys' title. So this is gonna be like a little call out, but not bad. And it's been like that for every single sign, so no, you are not being targeted. Okay? Two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. It's a game that a lot of people play, right? And I feel like it's a game that you're playing with yourself right now. Aries, you're telling yourself two truths and a lie. Okay. And it's almost like you're like believing the lie, but you know better. You fucking know better. And you shouldn't be doing that. Okay. You shouldn't be doing that. There's something here where you're using some form of escapism, specifically if you are like a feminine energy. Okay. You could have Taurus or Libra in your chart. This could be a Taurus around you, even if you're dealing with somebody in this behavior, but they're using escapism. There could be a little bit of control. There could be financial insecurity. There could be ungroundedness and like chaotic energies around, so like the truth would be like, hey, this person's an empress, they're a badass, right? But the lie, and the other truth might be like, oh, they have a lot on their plate, but the lie that they tell themselves is that they can't handle it all. Right? So two truths and a lie. It's like there's some form of escapism, and escapism can be an excuse. It can be a coping mechanism. Whatever it is, it's like, Aries, I feel like telling you like you're chosen for something. How do I put this? But you've got this like clashing difference because you don't want to face it. You don't want to look at it. You're running from it. You're running from it right now. And it's like you're spending your time acting like you're unbothered by something, but you are bothered by it and you're not really speaking up. So it's just like, oh yeah, I'm busy. But what you're busy doing is, like watching life pass you by, again, it's two truths and a lie here. So the truth is that, yes, you're amazing. You're a badass, right? The second truth is that you are light, but the lie is that you're doing all the work necessary to get to where you want to go. Two truths and a lie. Okay. And again, like I said, this is a game that you're playing with yourself. You're not playing it with anybody else. You're playing it with yourself and you know better. I need to tell you, like, you know better. That's the message that kept coming through. I almost titled your reading, You Know Better. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly how you're sabotaging, how you're using escapism. You fucking know better. And Spirit's like coming for you on this. Like you have the serpent as your overall energy. Okay, which is a sly and subtle approach is needed. But it's, the serpent eats its own tail, so Ouroboros snake. So what you don't actually transform will continue throughout your life. And that's the Spirit's calling you out. It's not in a negative way at all. It's in this guilty KK. We all are. We all get in the cycle. Like it's such a human thing, it's not anything bad. And I'm tired of like reading and being so fucking fluffy. I don't do fluffy readings, but you're at this crossroads right now where you need to make this important choice and you need to make the right one. Okay. So you got to be real with yourself. We need 3 truths and 0 lies. Okay. No excuses, no escapism, no like being like, oh, I'm so busy. I never have any fucking time. And then you're scrolling all your time on social media, right? Or you're just doing things that are not productive towards your goals. Like, you're going shopping all the time, right? That's not productive towards your goal of saving money. So whatever it may be here. It's important choices though, life-changing decisions, choose wisely because your next step matters, okay? So Spirit is like saying here, again, you can have anything that you want, but we got to make the right choices to get there. You got to stop running from whatever this is right now. Your finances right now, it's about like joint finances and feeling like supported. You can be combining your finances. Maybe you're going in with like a business partner towards a mutual goal or investment. There's something here about financial advisors right now as well. Maybe you're needing a financial advisor. You could be a financial advisor, okay? Be careful of emotional spending. I do notice the holidays and people want to show out and like go big, but just be mindful of this because you do have save your money, spend mindfully, okay? So, just be careful with that emotional spending and make sure that you are spending mindfully. This week we're using my singles deck and my couples deck, okay? So we're doing single and couple love readings. These are vice versa decks. Singles, you got clashing differences, and the soul truth is signs are showing it from spirit. Be open to receive. Couples, we have embracing change together and planting new seeds. But there's also there's suppressed shame or sexual desires, you know? So with this new moon in Scorpio coming up, this is a great time to get kinky, okay? Like the sea turtles. Lock them up, okay? Okay, that was bad. That was a bad joke. That's relevant though, because I just saw that recently, you know, the little rings, but cut those rings, okay? Save the environment, we love that. But anyways, you get me, right? Okay. Genuinely, we're about saving the environment. Maybe that was a bad joke. I'm a Capricorn. I tell bad jokes all the time. They are not always appropriate. I told one on social media today. Not appropriate. It's just who I am. All right, let's get into it. Let's shuffle live. I feel like that message is out and it's heard. So, no more lying to yourself, no more playing games with your future because your future matters. Yeah, right away, as I'm shuffling here, we have the Chimera, imagination clouds your judgment. So, it's like the things that you're, making excuses, whatever this escapism is clouding your judgment. See? And the dagger, when I split this open, conflict and danger lie in wait. Baby, you are choosing what tomorrow is going to look like by the actions today. And then we have hindrance. Fate has blocked this path for you. Like, Spirit doesn't want you to do this. So, they're like, hey, time to get through this. You can triumph over this adversity, but that siren is calling. She's summoning you in, okay? She is luring you in with that temptation. Don't fall for the temptation. If you know better, do better. Messages, please. Thank you. Okay, bright new prospects are on the horizon. It is in the reverse, though, because I feel like this is very up in the air. I'm going to clarify it for you, though, because we're not just going to leave you hanging like that. I feel, King of Swords here. There's a need for you to really focus and become disciplined. Aries, you're showing up in the reverse. Emperor card in the reverse. You're not making empowered choices and decisions right now, all right? Messages, please, about this. Yes, we have the Empress card also in the reverse. So with the Empress in the reverse, there could be some sort of insecurities or just being up in your head. Maybe you've got a lot going on and you're like, I want to go here and I want to go there and I want to do this and I want to do that, and you are trying to embody not pulling all the eggs in one basket. Okay. Listen, Aries energy, you guys are the start of the fire signs here. So basically you learn to take leadership and take risks without looking. You're the type to be blindfolded and jump off of a cliff, which is great and all, but you also learn the lesson of jumping off of a cliff blindfolded. That's part of being an Aries. That's what you guys are here to learn, right? And so with that, I just feel like you're learning, you're on the path right now. It's yes, there's bright prospects and horizons, but not all of these are bright. Some of them have snakes, some of them are poisonous, some of them are not going to be good for you. And it's you needing to discern what you really want so you can focus on it more and hone in on your power, that mastery, right? Without emotionally overwhelming yourself with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. It's following what inspires you, without overwhelming yourself. Okay, the Lover's card, and making intelligent decisions for yourself and communicating what your needs are and things of that sort. Okay, yeah, so exactly, we have choose your words carefully, shuffling this out. Okay, the Sphinx is showing up for you as well. Messages, general messages for Aries. General messages for Aries. What do they need to know this week? Messages for Aries. Okay, we have Self-Care Sunday in the reverse, Clout Chaser, and Sneaky Link with Blind Date. All right, got it. So there's this energy here. Okay, there's a need to take care of yourself. Some of you guys are already in the midst of taking care of yourself, which is beautiful. We love that. Self-care queen, king, whatever you identify as, okay? Pamper yourself. You time really matters. That's in the recent past energy, though. Your current energy is Clout Chaser, okay? Which is just doing things that essentially what a clout chaser does is like they're doing things to be liked. You're doing things to make yourself more palatable for other people. You're doing things that you think that other people will admire or like about you rather than being your authentic self, okay? And the sneaky link here, some of you guys are dealing with a little sneaky link. I am seeing Snapchat right now. So there could be something going on Snapchat. Maybe you guys are, you know, trading nipples or something. But there's like, this is like discreet intimacy. I don't know why it's discreet. But this, I'm going to be real with you. Like this could lead to love or it could lead to disaster. So let me pull some cards on it. I'm actually going to clarify with this deck here, this other deck, and then I'll pull traditional tarot on this. Tell me about this, please. Yeah, we have impersonator. Yeah. All right. And then we have travel. Okay, so it's, you're caring a lot about how you're perceived online, and then we have fake flexing. Okay. Carless is also showing up here. So there's a lot about like how you're perceived, okay? There's a lot of like trying to curate some sort of narrative and how people see you. It's like impersonating. Okay, so like for example, maybe you're surrounded by like a lot of really successful people, right? I'm just using this as an example. It doesn't have to be you. But when we're surrounded by like a lot of successful people and they just naturally like they have a private jet, they've got makeup artists on call every single morning and you know, private cooks and stuff like that, right? Like naturally we're gonna want to be more like them and start embodying. Oh my gosh, my kid is singing in the bathtub right now. So if you can hear that, my apologies. He's my little Pisces baby, so hold on one second. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I don't know if that actually worked though. So if not, I just told my child to be quiet. But let's see here. Okay, that's right. I was talking about that. So naturally we want to like emulate those things, right? But it's not who you authentically are. It's not where you're authentically at. And so there's a need to be honest with yourself. Again, two truths and a lie. It's like the truth is like you want to embody that lifestyle and that's amazing and you can definitely take the steps to get there. The truth is that you are inspired by these people around you and so you also want to show up in that same manner, but that's not actually who you are in the moment, right? The lie is that you are not showing up as your authentic self. And it's like more of like impersonator energy. Okay. Tell me about this though. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a lack of mastery here. So there's a need to like prioritize the self-care and, you know, not, you know, start showing up for yourself in a different way. Okay. Tell me about travel and the clout chaser. This could be people at a distance from you. This could be comparison online. Like comparison is absolutely going to be a thief of joy. You know, it's like, oh, these people are living this life and this is what life meant to be like and this is what I'm meant to do and this is who I'm meant to be. And, you know, there's this like glory hole of like stick your weenie in and you just get off on it here. But it's not that I'm really, really screwing myself with the examples today. That is not it. That's a fun way to look at it though. Maybe not. I don't know about being so risky. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. It's just a lack of sincerity, okay? You're not showing up as the most sincere version of you. With the Page of Cups here, it's making you emotionally dysregulated. This is something that, you know, could have been part of like your childhood where it's like, oh, everybody around me knows themselves. You know, my mom is a news anchor and my father is a heart surgeon and my sister is a pilot and my brother is a Marine, you know, and then there's you and you're just like, what are you doing with your life, you know? So I do feel like there's pressure around you like that in some sort of way. And again, it does stem from your childhood, but there's a lack of balance. King of Pentacles reverse, strength card in the reverse. So it is just showing me here that again, it's just, it's kind of stealing from you. It's stealing from your aura, your sauce, who you're naturally meant to be. Okay. Tell me about sneaky link here. What is this about? 7 of Wands reverse and the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, well, I think that this is going to be a disaster. I'm going to be real with you. I had like to say otherwise here. But with this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, that's not a long time. That's a short time, you know. You know, maybe there's like a glimpse of like, oh yeah, this could be, you know, something that's really good for me, or we could turn this into something serious or real. The Strength card is saying no, not at all. The Judgment card, and you're going to come to that conclusion yourself here in the near future. So you might be dealing with somebody on the low, trying to figure things out, and then you recognize this is not the person for you. Okay, not at all. Tell me about... Yeah, the Hangman in the reverse. You're going to get a higher perspective on the situation and like have this epiphany. Queen of Wands in the reverse, and you're like, I'm not attracted to them like I thought that I was. King of Cups, and you can, you know, trust yourself. Like maybe this person provided you like the emotional safety, but you're not actually physically attracted to them, or maybe there's lack of chemistry. Maybe things were great at first, at the beginning, but then it just is not aligned to who you are. That's okay too, whatever this is. And so, yeah, I feel like there's a reason that, you know, you're not putting that out there here. But anyways, oh, fake flexing. What is that about? Hold on. Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, and shows off. Who's this? Knight of Cups. So somebody flirts with their money? Stop it. Oh, shit. That's great. I don't know what the complaint here is. Just kidding. Tell them flirt with my bank account. Go ahead. Direct deposit. That's how I know it's real. The Lovers card. This could be a Gemini. Okay. Somebody talks a lot about like what they have. You're gonna find out that they don't have shit. Yeah, whatever it is, it's not real. Okay, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. That could be part of like letting them go. Like you're like, yeah, no, you don't even have anything, you know, and that's okay. I do feel like this person is like carless or something like that. I don't know. You are gonna walk away from whoever is like fake flexing from you or fake flexing though. Okay, this person, I feel like they work hard, but you know, maybe they just make like a humble amount of money or something like that. And yeah, boundaries is here. Needing healthy boundaries with yourself, with your others, with comparison, okay? Bad habits is showing up here as well. Somebody has a habit of, you know, acting out of their character. It's something that's not authentic to them. So just be mindful of that. Let's get into finances and career. Let's see what's going on. Doing what you love, showing up right away. We love to see that. I definitely see you being very creative. Somebody here works from home, or you could be like a home designer. You could be building your dream home. Okay, some of you guys want to change in like your environment. You're craving change in your environment. You're kind of like shopping around right now, like seeing what would be a great fit for you. Show me what we have here. Messages, please, for Aries. Limitations. We have job security in the reverse. Sweet success. Awesome. Okay, that's a quick turnaround. Partnership is in the reverse. I think that some of you guys are letting like romantic areas get in the way of like your money or your finances, okay? Be careful about yeah, is that the saying? Shitting where you eat? I feel like I'm not confident saying that, okay? So maybe that's not the saying. Don't fuck your coworkers. Don't fuck your coworkers, all right? Put garlic around your neck. I don't know. Get those vampires away with you. All right. Some of you guys, it's just like you're not able to focus because you're all consumed with like a partnership or relationship. Some of you guys are joining forces with another business partner for win-win cooperation. That's a good. We love that. That's a positive here. Let's go ahead and get into this reading a little bit more. Let's see what this is. Tell me about limitations. So there's some sort of like fear or doubts, okay? You got 2 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 2 of Pentacles. Choices, decisions, pathways, all right? You're kind of juggling a lot right now and you're losing balance here, all right? He's juggling, he's balancing a lot here. The Hierophant here is like, you're wise enough to know, you know, what to do and what not to do here. You're receiving the signs, synchronizations. You got, you know, the bird is the word, right? And the bird's coming to talk to you. and they're letting you know exactly what to do. You're looking right at it. But it's like you still are this bird trapped in a cage, and you need to free yourself here. So birds can be significant. You can be paying attention to birds around you, specifically blue birds. Okay? But as you can see, he's chained up here. He can't really go anywhere. He's torn into different decisions, 2 different pathways of what to do, and that's because of fear here. There needs to be a balance of your feminine and masculine energy. So there's a lot of distorted energies around you at this point in time right now when it comes to like your finances or what to do or what not to do. You feel tied up here. There's specifically 2 paths that you really want to go down. All right. You already know what to do. You know the right thing to do. I feel like you've already been told what to do. Tell me about job security in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. The Hermit card. The Emperor card in the reverse. Strength card in the reverse. Yeah. I think that there's a real heavy need to focus on work this week, okay? Genuinely. I'm going to be real with somebody here. I don't think that your work is secure, okay? With the Emperor in the reverse there, I feel like you're kind of dropping the ball. There's a need to like really go within and like call yourself out and be like, what am I allowing to distract me? What am I allowing to kind of like get in the way of what I want? And be a little more disciplined with your energy. Perla, hi beautiful, thank you, I appreciate you. 9 of Pentacles. I think there's a need to like be more independent here and like think for yourself, trust your own intuition and your own guidance. All right. Tell me about, why is the Emperor card reversed? Why is Aries reversed right now in their own reading? Page of Pentacles, because you're learning a lesson. The Star card in the reverse, and you're not satisfied with something. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like you're teaching yourself how to stay disciplined, essentially, and like what that really looks like in practical ways. It's not like all or nothing. Like the thing is with you Aries is I feel like you guys are like all or nothing. Like every Aries I know, and I know Aries, okay, you guys are surrounding my life everywhere. It is all or nothing with you guys, and as I'm a Capricorn, all right, you don't have to listen to me, I'm boring as shit, right? But the thing is, I don't understand how you guys like operate like that, because I watch you go, then you burn out. Whereas like a Capricorn, we're just like slow and steady wins the race, slow and steady wins the race, you know, and we're like, woo, and we do a little dance here, and we like dance around, and it's more of like a steady flow. We end up getting to the finish line, and you guys don't even make it to the finish line, okay? Not in the, that's a bad thing to say, not in a comparison way, but I am saying like, I do feel like Saturn is having a heavy influence on you this week, okay? I do. Okay, we're turtles, exactly. Are you a Capricorn too, KK? You get it then. I know a lot of Capricorn, yeah, Aries, but there's a need here for, you know, like not getting too burnt out. If I put a wick at both ends of the stick here, it's going to burn into nothing, and you're not going to have a stick left. And that's what I see going on. I see somebody taking on way more than they can chew, way more. Your eyes, my grandpa used to always tell me, Carissa, your eyes are bigger than your stomach. And I am 34 years old, and that's exactly 35 years old. I don't know. I'm like 80 years old, and it still works out this way. My eyes are still bigger than my stomach. Okay. I always put more on my plate than I can chew. I'm guilty of that. I've learned this lesson over and over again. So no one I'm speaking to about this, I'm saying it like, hey, friend, been there, done that. Learn from me so you don't have to. I want you to learn in the pleasure matrix, not in the pain matrix. Okay. So you are learning a lesson. The Page of Pentacles is learning a lesson. It's finding new opportunities. It's seeing what's right for you so that you don't feel hopeless or disappointed. I feel like somebody feels a little bit hopeless or disappointed right now. Future energy is sweet success. Okay. Knight of Wands. You're soaring straight through it. Okay. Straight to it here. This is passion. All right, 9 of Pentacles, very beautiful. And I definitely see you being able to figure things out as long as you go with what feels right for you and being independent. Okay, Queen of Cups in the reverse, but you need to avoid this like emotional burnout. Somebody here has a hard time emotionally regulating themselves, and they know. King of Wands here. Aries, it is showing up as you. 6 of Wands. And like you try to hide it, but it's really obvious and everybody around you can see it, you know? So be mindful of that, okay? Two truths and a lie, right? The truth can be that you are being very productive and you're just remaining disciplined. Those are two truths. But the lie is that that you tell yourself that you're not allowed to feel lonely or like you're dropping the ball or sad or anything like that while simultaneously being productive and busy and like succeeding in life. You can be sad and still succeed in life. The two truths, okay? It's like, so stop lying to yourself in a way where it's like you try to almost you're just trying to make excuses right now. 7 of Swords, yeah, you just fucking lying to yourself, buddy pal. 7 of Swords here and the 8 of Pentacles. It's okay to be like, yeah, I can be successful and still recognize I haven't mastered everything that I need to learn. I can still be successful and know that I need to be teachable. I need to remain teachable, okay? I feel like, all right, let's go with partnership here. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. This is exactly where I was going to go, and that's why I knew I was going to go to partnership. Aries, there's people that get sent into your lives to help you to the next level, but when you're too prideful and you think that you have to do everything on your own, and you're like, no, I got it, just me, myself, and I, that's all I got, okay? No, it's not, and you're about to find out. The universe is literally going to have you find out the hard way. There are people that get sent into your life to help you ascend, and then you're just like, no distract. I don't want no distractions. Let's this head in traffic. Okay, listen. This friend that's coming into your life can be like head in traffic to you. Okay, it can feel fucking great, right? But you're not letting it happen that way. This partnership, whatever it is. And so it's like, you're like, no, thank you. I'd like to suffer instead. I don't want your donations. I don't want your gifts. I don't want your advice. I don't want to be teachable. I don't want to learn in that way. I'd rather learn and struggle. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. You don't want to learn and struggle. You don't want to do things this way, but you are doing these things this way, okay? There's something here about needing to work better with those around you. 8 of Cups here. You're quick to walk away from things. Okay. I'm protecting my peace. No, you're not. 5 of Wands in the reverse. Because your internal reality is not peaceful. 5 of Pentacles is in the reverse here. The Lover's card and the 7 of Cups. Queen of Swords, 6 of Swords. You have somebody around you who is meant to help you move forward in life, okay? You need to work in partnerships with those around you. All right. Who is this? Is this a business partner? Chariot card. Okay, we got Cancer energy showing up. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. You are not being, okay. So the thing is about the Chariot card here is the universe sends in what is right for you, right? Okay. It's like sending it in magical sleigh, Santa Claus style, but it's a lotus. You see how it's carrying a golden lotus that's like blooming here. It's a blooming opportunity for you, right? To be that like lotus from the mud. But it's like you're not open to it. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the 3 of Pentacles. It's like, no. Not open to that help. Thank you, Spirit. I would like to suffer. We've already gone over this. I'm not going over this again, okay? You need to stop sabotaging. You need to be real with yourself. Get real with yourself because you're blocking your own blessings, Aries. You're blocking your own blessings, okay? You can try and protect your peace all you want, but you're lying to yourself. 6 of Swords, or 6 of Wands is in the reverse. Quickest path to failure here. Tower card in the reverse and the Sun card. You're not healing. You know what's so funny to me is when people are like, oh, but I'm healing. And it's like, no. You want to know how you're healing? You go out there into the world and you get fucking triggered and then you don't respond to those triggers in the same way that you used to. That's how you know that you're healing. So many people, so many clients like, I don't get it, Carissa. I spent 3 years by myself, no friends, no family, no this, no that, no bullshit. And then as soon as I go out and hang out with people the first time, they're like, this happens. Why did this happen? And I'm like, because you weren't actually healed. You were protecting yourself from your healing. You're blocking yourself from your healing. So there's just somebody here who like, I feel like you have a tendency to like be like, oh yeah, I'm protecting my peace. I'm carrying the weight on my own. I'm doing this. You're choosing the hard way for everything. You are choosing the hard way for everything. And that is your blockage. That is your limitation. All right. You are meant for wealth. You are meant for so much more. All right. It's just up to you to like really shed. We have reducing losses, elimination, and completing a metamorphosis. It's time for you to set higher goals. And then we have award in the reverse, new home in the reverse. All right, fruits of labor in the reverse. It's like once you shed whatever this blockage is, that's when it can all come in for you, okay? Right now, you're looking for this. You're looking for this opportunity, but it's kind of like you're the head boss, the head honcho, the HBIC, all right? And you're blocking yourself. All right, let's go love life. Singles first, and then we'll do couples. Singles, please. Aries singles. Aries singles, it looks like you guys are seeking a relationship, okay? Cute, cute. Showing up attentive and humble. There's somebody here that's like, you're nice, but you're not as attractive to them. All right, you're actively dating whoever I'm talking to here. And I do feel like you are looking for a monogamous relationship. I think that you were diving deeper really into like your likes and your dislikes. You've really healed something within yourself. You know who you are. You understand like I can only meet people as deeply as they have met themselves as I have met myself, right? Meet people at their level of consciousness, etc. I definitely see you actively going through some manifestations, rituals, prayer. We love that. Future energy is actively dating. Let's go ahead and check in on this love life reading. Tell me about this. Tell me about this healing. King of Cups, you can trust yourself. Emotional regulation. We like that. We like that. A lover. A lover. You're a lover. Okay. Manifesting, rituals, and prayer. Six of Cups. Okay. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Okay. You might be I'm not laughing at you. I want to make that very clear. I just wasn't expecting this. Retrograde be retrograding, okay? Baby, I do feel like you're trying to manifest somebody from your past, and that's cool. All right, maybe you had a family with them. All right, the manifestation card is here. Tell me about this. Star card in the reverse. Could be an Aquarius. I feel like you're a little disappointed with like feeling like it's just not coming back around towards you. Okay. I do feel like this needs, the Hierophant. It could be a Taurus that you're like manifesting back into your life, or just like a serious relationship. The Hierophant also represents a marriage, so it's like maybe you were married before and you're manifesting that person back into your life. All right, you're trying to. Yeah, the Magician card came right back out. What is this? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. And the Sun card in reverse. I don't know if that will happen, if I'm being real with you. I would like to tell you otherwise, but I don't know. So what I always say is actively date, okay? Which is great because that is your future energy, so it's easy to recommend here. Actively dating. So the reason I say actively date is because I say like, listen, if it's meant to be, it will happen, right? But I don't want you to put all your time, energy into that. I want you to focus on, an active waiting where it's like, if it's meant to happen, awesome, it'll come in. But if not, at least I'm taking charge of my life and going towards what I want and attracting what I want into my life. So tell me about actively dating. Okay, we do Four of Wands. Okay. Okay. I can see the issue now. So the thing is, like, you're actively dating, you're putting yourself out there, but it's just like nothing compares to like what you actually want. It's, or you might even be like comparing people to like a past person even, or like an energy that you really want. So when I like to manifest like the love of my life, I never imagine like a person. I imagine like an energetic signature, right? My wife has done, and I have done videos. We do a lot of coaching and stuff like that. And so I know there's a video somewhere on my platform on here where we talk about this, where she manifested an energetic signature. right? She manifested a specific energy, and that's how she knew that I was the one for her, is because we met, I was in that energy, right? And so the energy felt familiar, it felt comfortable, it felt safe, because that's exactly what she was manifesting for herself. So I want you to instead manifest like a specific person, like, you know, build a bitch, you know, we don't want to do that. I want you to manifest an energy. What does this energy feel like to you? How does this energy show up for you? How do you feel safe in the energy? How do you feed the energy, right? Like, how do you continue nurturing the energy? What do your guys' energies look like combined? Visualize it, you know, and it has the colors or shapes or whatever may come up, right? It's like visualize it here. So I do see the opportunity for a lot of dates. I think that you're going to kind of like quickly be like, no, these aren't the type. You're pretty discerning on what you want right now. And it's like, you're not going to waste your time. You got 8 of Cups here, but then it's like, you're going to get stuck in your head because you're just like, damn, why can't I find anybody? Like, is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think that you're wasting your time. I think that the way that you're going about manifesting is a little out of alignment with you. And could, you know, you could put in a little more practice here. Do it a little bit differently. Another thing, like when I manifested, number 1, I cleared space in my life for a person to come in, number 1. Number 2, I wrote specific things like, okay, this person always makes my coffee in the morning. True story, I never make my own coffee. My wife makes my own coffee. Every single partner before me has always made my own coffee for me. That's just like my thing. I don't like making my own coffee. I can make a delicious ass coffee, but I don't like to. It's just my thing. It's like what makes me feel most cared for or like shown up for, etc. So that's something that I constantly share with those that I love and care about when I'm like giving advice and stuff like that. You know, what are little ways? Oh, they make me feel emotionally safe. You know, sometimes my emotions can be really big. I'm a very deep person. I'm a big fucking lover, and I have really big feelings, and my feelings get hurt a lot, okay, because of that. And so I need somebody who can, one, call me out of my shit. I need that. Okay, that is a requirement. I need somebody that can call me out of my shit, and can help like ground me in those moments where I might feel a little bit crazy. Okay, so it's like those are things that I write down, and then whatever matches that, I'm gonna know, because their actions are gonna show up in that way. Their energy is gonna show up in that way. So rewire the way that you're manifesting love into your life. All right. Like lack of attraction showing up there, okay, getting to know each other. So it's like you move on very quickly because, I don't know, it's just not what you want. That's okay. That's all right. Maybe love isn't for you this week, singles, but good for you for trying. You should be proud of yourselves. Couples, let's get into you. Sorry, the table keeps moving. Dogs, can you guys stop it? Where's your collar, you ugly? You look naked. Let's see what we got here. Messages for my couples. Couples love. Controlling partner. Romantic burnout. And advice card. Compromise and find solutions that work for both parties without self-abandonment. We also have toxic environment, no growth, and patterns. And then we have safe and grounded relationship behind it. So I feel like both of you guys want the goal of like a safe and grounded relationship, but I'm going to be real. I feel like there's an imbalance of the energies right now, or the way that others are making, you know, or you guys are showing up for each other. Okay? Come on. Oh, good Lord. What is controlling partner here, please? We have the High Priestess, Pisces energy. So somebody's trying to like secretly be controlling, and it's because they are in their head. Aries, it is showing up as you, okay? With the Emperor card. Unless you're dealing with another Aries. You could be dealing with another Aries. This can be like some Aries on Aries action. Time for some action. Okay, Page of Wands in the reverse. It's coming from FOMO though. Like somebody has this like fear of like missing out or abandonment or something like that, okay? And so they're unconsciously like, oh, it's not unconscious. Oh, they know. Somebody here knows that they're controlling. Six of Swords. They're trying to move past it. That's good, but they're not doing it in practical ways. Okay, so they're doing it ways of like masking rather than actually, you know, like reparenting here. Hey, Zayd. Hold on. Kid just called his friend a lazy piece of shit. So I had to parent real quick and tell him to watch his mouth, and then I will get at him after this. I don't know. Maybe you guys are getting on each other in like really negative ways right now. Maybe that's like a reflection here. My kid is an Aries. That's crazy stuff here. All right. Tell me about romantic burnout. Not okay at all. Not acceptable at all on his part. He already knows that there's going to be consequences after this when I can. Romantic burnout here. We do have the Chariot card. Okay, Cancer energy showing up here. I feel like somebody feels like they're giving as much as they can in a situation. Like there's only so much that they can do. Yeah, King of Swords. I feel like somebody here is trying to like intellectually resolve things, you know, take leadership in the best way that they can to keep harmony in a situation. But again, we have the Nine of Swords. It's stressing somebody the fuck out though, okay? Seven of Wands in the reverse, and they kind of feel defeated right now. Like the Seven of Wands in the reverse is a feeling of defeat. Five of Swords, because there's so many arguments here. Like this is like everything turns into an argument, and they're burnt out by this. You're burnt out by this, whoever this is, right? It's like somebody, or the both of you guys, you're mirroring each other. You're both burnt out, okay? Somebody's controlling because of their own insecurities. The other person's like doing everything that they can to make the person feel secure, to help them like grow together, to show them that they're showing up here, and it's just like never enough. The advice card is to compromise and find solutions that work for both parties without self-abandonment. Tell me about this. We have the Strength card, okay? The thing about the Strength card is in the Death card here. Perfect. We love it. This could be fueled by the Scorpio new moon that we have on 11/20, which is Thursday, okay? This situation needs to transform. There needs to be growth. There needs to be evolution. You can't coddle each other. Like your solution can't be intellectualized. It has to be like strategic of, listen, this is what you're fucking doing. You're going to go individually deal with that. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to go individually deal with this. And we're going to sit here, reparent each other, show up for each other in healthier ways and healthier dynamics, okay? It needs to be completely transformed, and it's going to require the strength to individually transform. You can't transform together. You're not an anglerfish. You didn't merge and you're just one soul, one being. That's not how it works. Ace of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. It has to be individually, interdependently. There needs to be more interdependence in this relationship, okay? Toxic environment, no growth, and patterns. Show me what this is. Three of Swords in the reverse. There needs healing. Yeah, somebody here needs healing. Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflict because of this, all right? And Six of Cups. It's inner child healing that is necessary here. Inner child healing. Now, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram, okay? Your girl, if you're new to here, I launched multiple inner child healing courses years ago. All of them wildly successful. All of them sold out, which is why I had to launch another one, and then another one, and then another one, and people still to this day apply what they have learned from me, okay? This is definitely one of my fortes. This is something that I have done for years. I have not launched a class in years, though, and I don't plan to. I don't plan to. But the thing about it is a lot of people get stuck, and they're like, okay, and how does this make you feel? What is your inner child feeling? Blah, blah, blah. And then they get stuck there because what they're doing is they're coddling, okay? A person who's aware, like my inner child's super aware. So it takes me like 3.2 seconds and she's feeling this. She said this. She did that. You know what I mean? Because she's so fucking self-aware. She doesn't need to sit with that for 3 fucking hours. That's annoying to her. And, you know, it's like she sat with that her entire life. So she's not going to sit with that any longer. She knows how to identify what the problem is. And she's going to move on from there. Okay? She's going to reparent. Cool. And I say, all right, this feels like, you know, loneliness to you. Okay, cool. So what do we do when other people make us feel excluded or lonely or rejected, whatever it is that's coming up, right? And I reparent her and I'm like, okay, and now that you can see this and how this made you feel, we don't do this to other people. So now as an adult, it comes down to the principle of situations, because I have the self-awareness, I have the integration, I have the integrity to not do that to other people, because I hold myself responsible, I hold my inner child responsible, and she would never do that to other people. So somebody here needs inner child reparenting, not coddling. Inner child reparenting, not coddling. Seven of Swords in reverse, and they're lying to themselves about it. 2 truths and a lie, okay? Knight of Pentacles here. This is going to take a while. World card in the reverse. Somebody has not healed this. They are not healing it. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Okay? So, this could be a world card here. Fixed signs. Somebody stubborn, number 1. Or they're like, you know, oh yeah, I've healed this. And I feel that they haven't. This could be a Taurus, a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Okay? Does not have to be. But they're in this like fixed energy, the stubborn energy of being unteachable. This person, you know, when you're, it's funny because people think that they're unteachable, but they're not. You're never unteachable, okay? And, you know, you can be divinely protected, but that doesn't mean you're unreachable either, you know? Always be teachable, okay? The instant you think that you know everything, you know nothing at all. Nothing at all. Always be teachable. All right. Queen of Wands here. This is somebody who has false confidence. Okay, there's a need for mastery here, and it's not there. Somebody needs to genuinely really sit with themselves and be in their own energy by themselves. Nobody there coaching them, you know. 8 of Wands is here in order to make progress forward. Okay, Sagittarius energy with the 8 of Wands. It could be done with a Sag, or this could be done during Sag season. All right, babies. That was a lot. I'm over it. Let's go ahead and move forward. Close this out. I'm going to move on to, who's next? Virgo? I think it's Virgo. Maybe Aquarius. I don't know. We'll see. I'll take a break real quick. Hold my kid accountable, because I'm still, I feel like, yeah. And then move forward here. Yeah, we have connect to your inner child right away here. All right, so somebody needs to connect to their inner child. Somebody here needs to work in like silence, okay? Sit in silence. We also have, we acknowledge all of your effort and growth. Love to see that. Pay attention to the animals around you. I know the bluebirds kept showing up in your cards. Birds in general, though. We have, this is an important person in your life. Yeah, I'm not saying your relationship is bad. I'm just saying that there's healing needing. And then we have, this is redirection, not rejection. Something better, bottom of the deck. We have feathers and coins. We are with you. Ooh, okay, top of the deck, you get 2 cards. Trust your intuition on this. And then you are meant to help somebody else this week. Earth Angel, it's in the reverse. I wouldn't be helping other people. I'd be helping yourself this week, okay? We also have somebody likes you showing up in the reverse. I feel like that's because you're not interested. And then we have Sage and Declutter. Cleanse your home. Cleanse your body. Cleanse your mind. Cleanse your soul. It is a new moon. It's a very dark new moon. All right, cleansing is great here. So get rid of that destructive habit, overall energy. And we're closing it out there. Aries, I love you guys. Be human. Be vulnerable. Be real. We're all in this together. Okay? Love you. Bye.